What is going on, guys? Clay here, back at it again with yet another edition of Pantherology. Welcome to today's video. I know I haven't posted in a while. It's just not been the best season, and to be honest with you, I kind of been getting burnt out just because I was posting so much consistently on through this year, and doing the live videos and watching those games. It's just been a cluster, you know what, and I would say it, but YouTube doesn't like when you cuss, so I'm trying not to. But anyways, before we get into today's video, as always, make sure you pound that like button, pound that subscribe button, comment down below, click that post notification bell so you don't miss out on any new raw content. I will be consistently posting up Monday, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays from now on. So please be on the lookout for that. Maybe throw some extra in there. Gonna do some live shows as well. Gonna give my shout outs to the end. So let's just dive right into today's video. So when Matt Rhule and his great resume joined the Carolina Panthers in 2020, many thought he was the man who might lead the team to glory. To suggest that his time has been a disappointment thus far would be an understatement at this time. Indeed, Panthers owner David Tepper is said to be regretting his decision to spend so much money to fund Matt Rhule's regimen in Carolina. Rhule does not appear to be concerned about his job security at the time. In fact, based on his remarks lately, it's evident that the 46-year-old shot caller still believes he has the big boss's complete support. I'm not so sure about that, though, Mr. Rhule. The Panthers are now 5-11 and are last in the NFC South, ensuring another season without a playoff berth. To be fair, though, to Mr. Matt Rhule, various external variables have contributed to Carolina's poor season, but there's no doubting that he has played a substantial influence in his team's poor performance. The good news, unfortunately for Mr. Rhule, is that he doesn't appear to be on the verge of being dismissed anytime soon. So in week 17, the Carolina Panthers were defeated by the New Orleans Saints, as we know, 18-10. This was another dismal week for the Panthers organization, and supporters are growing frustrated with the team's lack of success despite everything Matt Rhule has done to help. So their attack had little to no success on Sunday, which contributed significantly to their loss. Let's take a look at my 4 reasons why the Panthers are a clusterfuck of a team. All right, Matt Rhule must go. Okay, must go. Matt Rhule has done nothing to help the Panthers achieve victory this season. They are now 5-11 after falling to the Saints on Sunday. He has made poor judgments as a head coach this season, which has undoubtedly contributed to the part of the Panthers' lack of performance. All right, I don't care what anybody else says. All right, there is clearly an argument here to be made that this Carolina Panthers team does not have enough skill, and the absence of quarterback talent and offensive line talent will not help them. All right, and at the end of the day, Rhule has made some poor judgments, which has resulted in Panthers becoming one of the poorest teams in sports. So, what's the quarterback situation? What's it going to be? Who's going to stay? Who's going to go? Well, the Carolina Panthers predicament just does not make sense, right? Either they should keep Sam Darnold or they should give Cam Newton a shot. It just doesn't make sense to me to have quarterbacks play in the red zone. Then when they're backed up in their own end zone, then another one, and so on. So unless a quarterback is injured, no club in the NFL switches its quarterbacks up midway through a drive. All right? I'm sorry. A 2-quarterback system in this league does not work. So if the Panthers want to be successful in the future, they must address the quarterback problem, and it just doesn't make sense to have Sam Darnold play until they go into the red zone and then take him out to bring in Cam Newton. Another reason why Matt Rhule should be fired is that a good head coach would never do something like this. So then there is a lot of unanswered questions moving into the summer, this offseason, right? Now, unfortunately for Carolina, none of those answers sought during the previous offseason have been found. So, resulting in yet another lengthy and terrible offseason. They will not have much success next season unless they go out and obtain an exceptional quarterback, while also making numerous other improvements like on the offensive line. So the first thing they would need to do in the offseason is fire Matt Rhule. Following that, they must go out and make a selection on the quarterback. Do they want to remain average and have Cam Newton run the ship, hoping to finish around 500? Or do they want to take a gamble and pay a quarterback in the hopes that they can outperform Newton or Sam Darnold? Sam Darnold is not the solution, okay? Well, let's all be honest there. Everyone knew this before he arrived, but Panthers supporters were ecstatic to have him on their squad. He's been injured at times this season, but even when he's on the field, he's not the answer. So they must get rid of him as quickly as possible this offseason and replace him with a legitimate quarterback. Now, that's not the only solution. We must get our offensive line fixed, which means we need a left tackle badly. Left tackle and left guard are extremely bad on this team. I'm sorry. Brady Christensen has looked solid. Is he the solution? I don't know. But in this draft, I feel that we need to go all offensive line, just like we did the draft of 2 or 3 years ago, where we went all defense. So guys, that's today's video. I hope you enjoyed today's video. Shout out to Carolina Panthers Den on Facebook. Thank you for letting me post on your page. Other than that, as always, before I leave you, keep pounding.